Hey there, everybody. Gideon's Tactical here, doing a redo of a previously done Kershaw Cryo review. Just wanted to give a new one for you. Found out some more information, and I just didn't really care for the way I filmed that first one, so I'm going to redo this one here. This is the new to the market 2012 Kershaw Cryo, the original, because they will be coming out with a new version in 2013. Same design, they'll still be selling this in exact same looking, but it's going to be 3 1/4 inch versus 2 3/4 inch blade. So they're basically enlarging the knife in 2013. But this is the original. Give you some specs here for you. We got an overall length of 6.5 inches. We have a closed length of 3 3/4 inches. We have a blade length of 2 3/4 inches. Blade is made out of Chinese HCR13 MOV. Frame lock, tip up, tip down, left or right. Pocket clip. Weighs 4.1 ounces, made in China. So those are the basic specs for you. Let's go ahead and talk about this little baby right here. For the average Joe, this is actually a really awesome blade. I'm not regretting this purchase. You will probably not regret this purchase. Definitely if you're just the average knife goer, for sure, this is actually going to be pretty high end. This is designed by... His last name is Hinder. I just want to see if I can get his first name. I do not see his first name. Hinder Designs, and Hinder's knives are super high-end knives, like over $100, really nice, high quality. So you're basically getting that design, and they look very similar to this, but at a budget cost with budget steel and different things like that. So the blade shape itself, 2 3/4, definitely just an EDC blade. You got a really nice drop point design though, with a little swedge up here, unsharpened of course, but nice swedge, good thick blade, good thick tip, but delicate enough that you can do detailed work, but with no worries. It's reinforced, so you're not worried about chipping or breaking that. I like that it's all grayed out. Kershaw's given us some options now, and I appreciate that. It's a gray color versus just black and silver blades. So nice belly, just a great overall EDC design. That blade is just amazing for just everyday tasks, open and packaging, slice and open stuff, and that's really all it's designed to do is just EDC tasks, particularly with that under 3-inch mark there. So the blade itself is awesome. I really like that design of that blade. Going on to deployment, you have a SpeedSafe, which is their patented spring open assist. You do have a really nice finger flipper, which works really well. You get that and boom, whips right out there, no problem. That finger flipper is awesome. Placed well, doesn't hurt, nice and machined, but sticks out enough so you can get good leverage, as well as really good pronounced thumb studs away from the frame, so you can grab either thumb stud or finger flipper, however you prefer to open the knife. And that is awesome. So that really is a nice added feature there on both sides. The thumb studs and the finger flipper is accessible both left and right. And so the deployment is awesome with that SpeedSafe. I mean, just whips right out there, almost jerks your hand a little bit every time you whip it out, which is just nice. And you hear that nice click. So it's strong and opens with authority. So the open assist SpeedSafe system is awesome. You're going to love that. Back to the blade. I forgot 2 points here really quick. Sorry. Hollow grind. And that HCR13 MOV, it is made in China, but that's great budget steel. You're not going to worry about that, and I have no complaints with the steel that Kershaw produces. Rockwell hardness 57 to 58. So that's the blade. I forgot about that. Let's go ahead and move on to lockup and jimping in my hand. You have a lot of ridges and jimping. They did a really good attempt. And it's better than having nothing there. There's definitely some texture, and I'll say that that's adequate. I prefer more. I prefer a lot better jimping, but that is a lot better than a lot of Kershaws that we see. So they did a really good job machining that into the handle as well as the blade itself. Good jimping there. The finger flipper acts as a finger choil as well, so you can stab and penetrate and do those things you need to. So the lock up, if I could say that, the lock up ergonomically is really good. I like that. It feels really good in my hand, and the ergonomically locked up traction is really good. I like that a lot. Going on to the handle, it is titanium with the coating of gray on it, 410, and the titanium coating on it. So I mean, it's steel. There's really no traction on there. It is a frame lock design, which is nice. They do give you some jimping back here, but it is somewhat slick. all your traction is coming from this right here, which is nice. You know, you're not going to slip up on the blade accidentally with that finger guard down here that is the flipper and the jimping, but there's no traction on the sides whatsoever, and this is going to get beat up and dinged up really quick, so just be prepared for that. That just shows you use your blades. A little bit of ruggedness, roughneck action. When you see a knife all beat up, you know someone's using it. So the handle, how it fits in my hand. I wear large size gloves. It is just on the edge of being too short. And I like that they actually cut that in a little bit. It seats in my pinky really well. So it's just on the borderline of being too small, but it just gets there. So in my large size hands, it's not uncomfortable. I can hold it well. My pinky's not wanting to fall off. And it's relatively good. I mean, this is a 6.5-inch knife overall, so it is small. But in retrospect to a lot of other knives, I'm actually impressed. It does feel pretty good in my hands, fills it out well. You have pillar construction, but those are really thick liners and frames, handle scales. So this is heavy. For 4.1 ounces for such a little blade is really kind of ridiculous to me. I don't really like going over 4 ounces, and if I am, it better be a pretty big, large blade that's going to give me a lot of options. I mean, here's a discontinued H&K Enigma, exact same size, but about half the weight. This is, I think, 2.5 ounces, I believe, is the weight of the Enigma versus almost double for the Cryo. So it's kind of ridiculous to have it weigh that much. I think that's the only drawback, but for the average Joe, you're not even going to notice it. 4 ounces, it's not bad, and particularly if you just need a little blade, you know, to carry around with you. You really can't complain. The frame lock is awesome, really good lock up there, no wiggle left, right, up, down, very strong, able to grab it with no problem to close it. So that frame lock is really nice. It's going to last a long time. Pocket clip is awesome, loop over design, same as the Kershaw Knockout, which is a home run for Kershaw in my opinion. But look at how deep that rides. I mean, that's going to be invisible in your pocket. All you're going to see is a pocket clip, blacked out pocket clip, tip up, tip down, left or right. So you have tons of options, large paracord, lanyard hole. Just very impressed with the options that you are getting with this Cryo. And for the price, around 30 to 35 bucks is really impressive for what you're getting in regards to this particular blade here, designed by Hinder and given to you by Kershaw. Really no complaints except for the weight for me. That's the only thing that I really say is, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous having that over 4 ounces for such a small little blade. Would like that to see that under 4, and it'd make a little bit more sense because I have tons of double the size blades almost that weigh less than this one. So, but for the average Joe, not even going to notice. Great options, great overall design, love it. This will be a home run, and obviously it's sold really well because, like I said earlier, Kershaw is releasing the full size coming out. I can actually give you a few specs here really quick. This will become their mini, and they're going to have a full size Cryo. It's called the Cryo 2. It'll be released in around March 2013. MSRP is 60 bucks. It will have a 3.25-inch blade, and it weighs 5.4 ounces. That's pretty ridiculous. That's a really heavy blade. But we'll be reviewing that as soon as it's released to the market. I'll be getting a review in about March or April for you guys of the Cryo 2. This is the Cryo, the original, which obviously has done really well because Kershaw's making a larger version of it. So thanks for watching. Stay equipped, stay prepared, and I'll see you out there.